Let's get professional, shall we? Let's have some fun. Oh, I was trying to do Christopher Walken because of the title tonight. I really wanted to do some Fat Boy Slim for this Inside Star Citizen review tonight. Like I really want that. I really want that soundtrack for this particular Inside Star Citizen review. But you know, the sticklers of the corporate world wouldn't let me do that. They're gonna put copyright strikes on me for, you know. I mean, really, come on, people. Whatever happened to the free love feeling of Woodstock era, man? You know? Free love, man. Free love. Damn corpos. Damn corpos. That's right, Ryu. Damn corpos. All right. This is going to be a very interesting episode because tonight we're going to be talking about, I believe, FPS weaponry that is not lethal, which goes right into the line of like bounty hunting, which we've talked plenty about bounty hunting. We've talked about the mechanics between bounty hunters and pirates and people that break the law versus those that are getting paid by abiding by it and getting their mark out there judiciously with a couple elbow drops and tasers and, you know, like, so I'm really looking forward to seeing the weaponry. And also an update on asteroids, which is really very good. I mean, like, really, if they just didn't disappear and they went in the hold the way that they should, I would be kind of happy. And I would be ecstatic about that as well. So I'm not quite sure what to expect tonight. As usual, I don't watch these ahead of time. These are all my reactions as we go here. Let's check it out and let's see what Jared has in store for us tonight. Did I miss something already, Soviet? Oh.
So it might seem a little bit weird that we refer to these items as weapons. FPS weapons aren't always used to kill people. We just call them that internally as they go through the same pipeline, but there are so many other things that you can do with them. Say you might want to take down a target without actually killing them and restraining them instead and taking them in. Or you might want some form of gadget.
All right, I've been informed. I've been informed tonight that I am completely wrong on my opening intro. Thank you, Soviet. This is what I thought it was going to be about from the ISC blurb that Jared puts out, that little 15-second commercial. So it's not about not lethal weapons at all, because I'm pretty sure Jared said it's about FPS weapons that are not lethal. So I'm assuming that there's going to be really cool weaponry that takes somebody down. That's what I was assuming. But you know what they say about assuming. You know what they say about it. Let's see. We have all been bamboozled. Uh-oh. This might be the first episode that gets me a little enraged. Now, Jared's been on a hot streak. He, out of the park every single episode this entire year. This might be, it's a cool episode? All right.
Things up. Or you might want another that disables electricals, or you might want another that cuts, another that salvages, another that repairs. So there are many, many things that you can do with FPS weapons.
That helmet, though.
So I've personally wanted to work on these non-lethal FPS weapons and tools for a long time. I've personally written a lot of the design documentation that goes alongside them for like a long time ago, so I've been dying for these things to come out, and I've seen a couple of them going through the concept phases, and I'm sat there itching, waiting for it to come in, and I'm looking at the roadmap myself, but ultimately there's not much point in us putting these things out without the underlying system.
He better be looking at the roadmap.
Just being there. Now, all that said, teams have now started work on systems like medical, charge and drain.
Yeah. I agree, Killian.
Salvage. So now is a perfect time to start developing these weapons and tools to go alongside the systems. A change to the player health system is that over time, you may start to suffer long-lasting injuries if you've been seriously injured multiple times. And what the multi-tool healing tool allows you to do is not only heal someone just by firing at them over a short distance and applying healing gel, you will also get a UI readout that does notify you of any long-lasting injuries that might not be obvious that your target has sustained, and you can advise them or use multiple healing or drug pens to top them back up again.
You know, it's a modular piece, so how do you look at it and instantly recognize?
All right,
okay, this is a
Mr. Jones
attachment. So obviously you've got the essentially what looks like a sort of syringe, and then also you've got there's a canister on this that swaps out, and that also holds the sort of healing serum. So those are the two things that swap out.
This needs to be evolved even more. Like, this is just baby steps. We're not even really at version 0.0 yet on this, but I'm getting into a little bit of theory crafting here, but this is the basis behind a lot of science and medicine that I'm really looking forward to, that goes directly into botany. When the previous SIG employee was talking, sorry, I don't know his name, I did not catch it, apologies, and he said long-term lasting effects. I hope, and I don't think he was referring to it, but I really hope what he's referring to is like illnesses or serious damage that is long-lasting damage that feeds right into Death of a Spaceman, that narrative. That, for me, is great and ties right into botany, and a lot of the fauna, a lot of the fauna they're designing, and the different types of bio kind of entities out there that you could get samples from, that you could mix together, that you could make medicines with, that you could put in cartridges like these. Fantastic. Dutch Oven says space STDs. Why not? Add that in the game. But what I'm trying to say is that not only do I want medicines with these types of things, but I also would like poisons, viruses. And this is like way in the future. I understand sometimes when I talk like this, people start to rage a little bit. Some do. I'm in for the long game. I think not only would this be cool for gameplay and for people that love science and love botany and love, do medical mechanics, medical gameplay, but I also think this would be great for people that are into like industry and economics. And a terrible, terrible virus where we all look. You should be so lucky, Execute. You should be so lucky. Your life will be blessed. Your life will be blessed with the DG virus. I'm going to spread it around. All right, that's my life's goal, actually.
On this.
So the MultiTool Salvage attachment also has two functions. It has salvage and repair.
Yes, that would be great.
Allows
like Anak says, "What's up, Anak? Sorry, buddy, didn't even say hello to you." Yeah, I totally agree with Anak. I hope I have as much fun with medical gameplay in SC as I did in SWG, Star Wars Galaxies. Only healing people I like, though. Myself, mostly. Like, SWG had one of the best crafting systems ever. Absolutely agree. I think that needs to be implemented. I know a lot of people would argue against it. I know a lot of people get up in arms when I say things like this, but I absolutely agree with you, Anak. Absolutely agree.
Allows you to do what we call hull stripping, which is where you can walk up to a ship or vehicle and you can start stripping away the hull that then gets stored in a canister. And that could either be sold on or kept for repair. And what repair is, it's essentially the reverse. If you look at your ship that's been damaged, you can apply what is in the canister, the material that you've gathered in the canister, to any damage that's been done to your ship or vehicle to repair it.
Cool.
And the obvious visual thing with this is Nick delivered it in yellow originally, but we've pushed him to more the silvery blue. If you find
that's neat. That's a neat design. Yeah, Soviet says, I hope that with Colonial Outpost and medical gameplay coming with the same patch, you can do medical emergencies like other missions. Absolutely. Absolutely, Puma. Yeah. That would be great, dude. I absolutely agree, man. You think that half the player base would leave? I don't know. I'm telling you, man, there's a lot of people that dig that style of gameplay. I don't know, Eagle. I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe I'm a little biased towards that because I'm a huge SWG fan, but I don't know. who knows, man? Like, you know, when you talk like this and you're starting to theory craft like this, it opens up the doors, doesn't it, dude? Oh yeah, man. Oh, execute. Yeah, dude. Totally love it. I love the comments, man. I love the comments.
One, or you're in a shop, you're like, okay, that's what I need. Pick. There's no confusion.
So we are also working on the dedicated medical gun, and it essentially gives you all of the information that the MultiTool version provides. It does give you additional functionality, like being able to apply specific drugs if you want to. Now that you've got the readout that lets you know what's wrong with someone, you'll be able to look at what you've got in there. You can kind of move the sliders around and apply them at different levels and different amounts of.
So wait, let me back up the truck here real quick, and maybe the fam can help me out. Why so many different variations of the same thing that delivers the same thing in each? Like, what am I missing here? Am I missing something? All concepts? Okay. All concepts. I would like to see different variations, but I'd also like to have like different qualities with each different, like, you know what'd be cool? Delivery systems, you know, like how effective the delivery system is based upon the variation. You know, that'd be kind of cool too as well. You know, like each one being a little bit less expensive or more expensive than the other. That's kind of neat. Yeah, which do you guys like? I kind of like 2 on the far side. I like 5 on the middle. The multi-tool might have purpose, but is not as effective as a specialized tool like the healing gun. Right, Puma. Yeah, okay, cool, Vorpal. Cool. Yeah, Dutch likes 3 on the right. Yeah, that one's pretty sweet. I like that too, Dutch. They have the multi-tool and the dedicated one, right, Afro? Right. The delivery system for the DG virus is hot dogs. Individually linked. He must have a camera in my house. I don't know how he does that. That's uncanny. God damn it, Execute. That's a violation of my privacy, Execute. What are you doing? Got one in the shower too, don't you, Execute? I know you do, dude.
Someone, you'll be able to look at what you've got in there. You can kind of move the sliders around and apply them at different levels and different
What's
amounts
up, Papa?
of drugs.
How you doing, buddy?
To mask those issues, which is really going to contribute towards pushing that medical role in the PU.
It was the first one that we've done like
It
this.
kind of does, Boba.
Overall, like, I mean, I actually really like how this instrument turned out. It reads well. It feels high tech. We've got some really good color options as well, so yeah, pretty cool. So the Grey Cat tractor beam, this was a real fun one.
It's much bigger than the MultiTool.
I like Paul. Paul's cool, dude.
So we had a lot of iterations, but where we ended up was really cool, and it was also gave us a really good chance of advancing the style of Grey Cat.
Yeah, I dig it.
Sort of.
I like that.
Chassis. It's really pushing on those.
I like that.
Tool vibes, and it also, you know, it also fits nicely onto the back of the player.
So it's graded for lifting much heavier objects. It's got a much bigger.
Created for lifting much heavier objects. How cool is that? That they're making different classes of tractor beams to lift different weights. That's pretty cool. That's like heavy duty. Grey Cat, watch out.
Battery, so you'll be able to use it longer, and we're exploring other options like it being able to push pull faster.
Probably just cargo. That's a good question. Ryu says, I wonder if we'll be able to pick up small vehicles or just larger cargo. Probably larger cargo, I would guess, Ryu. I wouldn't imagine vehicles. You know, it'd be great is like the tractor beams on turrets of ships. Those being able to, you know, do something with smaller vehicles, possibly. That would be probably where you'd go for that. Because I would imagine if you're getting into that kind of weight with smaller ships or vehicles, that you probably want like something like 4 times the size of that, you know? Right. Execute says, I want to pick up someone in their Titan suit and shoot them into space. I think that's something we'd all like to do. Yeah, Killian.
Faster as well. So another thing we've been developing is the standalone cutting tool, which is the bigger, badder, better version of the...
I'm all into this.
Cutter.
I like this.
Right away, you can see that family.
Yeah, they did a great job
between the two. So this one kind of feels a slightly older generation.
Yeah.
It'll be able to cut through materials quicker, it'll be able to cut through denser material, and it will be able to essentially do it all faster with a bigger battery.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Moving parts, moving pieces. And this is the thing that is so different with this game compared to other games. And one of the things that I even mentioned when we were watching the Elite Dangerous Odyssey pre-alpha footage, and we were looking at those small pistols and those rifles, and we were like, man, this looks really store-bought, real generic, you know? And I get it, it's pre-alpha, but even in this format, you know, they're just designing this right now. It looks 10 times better than a lot of the weaponry I see in a lot of games, you know? The movement, the pieces, the parts, man. I gotta say, when I start to see this, like, I understand, like, I get a little bit spoiled. This game spoils me, and then like it ruins other games for me. Like I start to compare like design and art in other games to Star Citizen unconsciously. I literally try to reprogram my brain not to do it, because I don't want to like I don't want to be the content creator that's like completely like biased towards one game. So like I'm constantly trying to like reprogram myself, but like I come back to it every time. Like these weapons and the little pieces and parts and the detail really draw me in. They really draw me in.
Battery capacity, so you can keep going for longer.
It's a mix of precision tech, you know, because a lot of the stuff that these tools do is quite technical.
So when you're cutting out those big shapes on panels and everything, it'll be the tool that you want to use instead of the mini multi-tool itself. So the breaching charge is
this is
one
awesome.
Of the first examples we've got of an FPS deployable.
So with this one, it remains quite small, but benefit is you can stick it onto a surface.
So you'll be able to take this out, put it down, it'll deploy on the surface, and the breaching charge is purely meant to bust through doors.
And it's...
You notice he said it is purely meant to bust through doors. That means you cannot strap it on the back of hopping animals. For all you twisted people out there, you cruel brutes. Yeah. Don't say we're not gonna try it though. Right. Explode Pico die. Scan Pico. Damn it, he's still alive.
Pulling on some of the bearing styling that we did for things like the grenade and some of the more recent weapons, maybe like the LMG, so we're getting more of that polymer. Yeah, it's just always sort of maintaining that balance of polymer versus metal versus
looks tight.
Bolts. Again, keep that family DNA.
So something that doesn't necessarily link in, but I am very excited to talk about, is the Utaflex Crossbow.
Oh, yeah.
The Ultiflex Crossbow probably is one of my favorite weapons in a long time.
Even in the future, even in the 30th century, you got to have crossbows. That's how popular a crossbow is. Like, you can't deny the badassery of a crossbow. Even 800 plus years into the future, the crossbow remains. It is the badassery weapon of all time. The crossbow before Jesus Christ has lasted since the reign, BC crossbow to AD 30th century. Like, you can't have a game without a crossbow. Let's just say that. You just can't. It's impossible. Games that don't have crossbows, how dare you? How dare you even exist? Get out of my face, games without crossbows. I'm not playing you.
It's very different to any weapon that we've ever done before.
And also, it's essentially a new company.
It's going to be our best stealth weapon available. So while the radar and scanning systems...
What's up, Max?
IR, EM, and audio as well. This thing will essentially fly under the radar and all of those. So it's your weapon that you will be using if you want to stay.
It's your weapon of choice, is what it is.
And it just looks so cool.
That's your weapon of choice, right there. That's so sexy. Look at the design on that, man. Space Legolas. Space Legolas, yeah, dude. Oh, man. Oh, totally sexy. There you go, Afro. Afro knows what month it is. It's the month of eyes, man. Afro fits right into this community, man. Look at him go. It's totally sexy. It is the sexiest, man. Good for you, Afro. I'm glad Afro's here now.
This design,
Even Paul
really
loves that
it.
shit.
The fact that Nick has been able to
What's
figure
up,
out
Uri?
how to get all the functionality that's required by design, the key beats, the reloading. It's a cartridge. The arrow has to expand once it's loaded.
The arrow has to expand once loaded. That's what she said. That's what she said. That is what she said.
It has to compress to a certain size.
It does have to compress to a certain size. Come on. Paul, you're absolutely right. You're getting a little randy on stream, Paul. Paul, what are you suggesting? What are you suggesting, Paul?
The overall length of the weapon. It's got to look badass, and I would say, you can call me crazy. I think we've nailed it on this. I think the art team.
Oh yes.
Did a really awesome job of building it.
Look at that. Look at that. Would you look at that? Would you look at Paul is yes, fair. Yes, Paul is totally he's really working it, He's like, you must really compress the bolt, lock it, watch it expand. I'm waiting for him to scratch on his microphone. I'm waiting for Paul to scratch. What's up, Melk? How you doing, dude?
Well,
so those are just a few of the FPS weapons and tools that we've been working on. We are so excited to be working on them now and developing these systems. So I'm sure you'll hear about how these systems work in the future, and we can't wait to get them in your hands and have you playing with them.
As Star Citizen's development pushes into exciting new gameplay aspects like medical, breaching, salvage, shooting people with crossbows, it's exciting to see the weapons content team get to stretch their proverbial legs like this. But up next, asteroids. Friendly space potato or a rocky, dangerous adversary?
Friendly space potato. You notice how he said he stretched their legs on this? You know what he's referring to. Jared, you're getting a little dirty. You're getting a little dirty, Jared. We caught that.
Sorry. The Planet Content team has created a new pipeline for better looking and more varied asteroids, and they're coming your way in the upcoming Alpha 313.
Ooh.
Rugs are boring, but you still need them for the big picture, and if they don't look good, then the big picture will suffer from it.
That's right.
We do have a knack for finding solutions to problems, not necessarily only the ones that are very difficult to find, but also for things that are just inconvenient. The main reason why we needed new asteroids was that the old ones were using and relying on old tech based on that.
All right, just a pointer, and I say this every once in a blue moon. Just a pointer here, Jared. I know you guys watch. Like, when you get people on that have their own microphones, just like tell them to get the audio professional. Like, it gets a little, it's hard to adjust to the switch. Like the beginning, it was kind of shit audio. Then Paul came in, made it more professional. It was a bit smoother, right? And now we're bumped back out again. Audio is really important.
That we wanted to update the process and the assets. As the Star Citizen universe keeps on expanding, there is a need for more variety for asteroids, and that's why we built that new pipeline to allow us to iterate and create more variation much more quickly than before, and with a better quality as well.
Quality, you mean? Quality.
For the new asteroid workflow, we've moved it all into Houdini, so we generate the high poly version of the asteroid in Houdini,
put it
which
in
then
Houdini.
gets broken down into a lower resolution version, which gets its unwrap, so you can actually map a texture to it. Then we generate the masks in Houdini as well for our shader in the engine. And then we bake all the information from the high poly onto the low poly, export it out to the engine, and then we set it up there with the shader.
It should be easier on the engine. It dumbed it down a little bit, but that should be easier on the engine. That's not a bad move. I don't know. I'm still processing it.
And the engine with the tiling textures and the colors and all that stuff.
Yeah, bricks.
With the new process, the final resulting asteroids are more consistent within a set of asteroids. So you get like a more consistent texel density and detail. It also uses the new organic shader, which has displacement and tessellation.
I'm loving the new shapes.
POM, and just the overall quality of the visuals will be improved.
Quality. Yeah, absolutely.
We are building a space game after all, so I think asteroids are a vital part of that. Getting that experience that you always had when you watched those Star Wars movies.
Do you think, Eagle?
Where they were hiding behind an asteroid and then...
I don't know. If they've turned this into a manual process, that might be a headache, man. That could be a headache. I mean...
Someone came by and then you could ambush them and then play hide and seek around the asteroids. And with the new asteroids, there are a lot more nooks and crannies, if you will, where the player can hide.
Are these static only? Are these static only for sure? Is Ash correct on that? Are these static asteroids just only statics? They're looking. I like the shapes. Okay, thank you, Execute. Execute saying 3D modeling is manual process, no way around it. Minables are voxel based. This bad Ash. The scale on that's ridiculous. Look at the size. That asteroid, dude. That's insane.
The asteroids that are coming to the Lagrange points in 313, and they might seem like a small thing, but this is Star Citizen, and the details matter.
So what did we learn this week? Well, we learned that new non-lethal FPS weapons with med beams, tractor beams, cutting beams, and salvage beams are the harbingers of new gameplay opportunities in Star Citizen's future. That the Ultiflex Crossbow is Star Citizen's new silent killer. Take that, elevators. That I don't care what it's supposed to be used for, I'm going to use that cutting beam in one-on-one combat because it just looks too darn cool. And that asteroids may seem like a small, tiny thing, but it's the sum total of those small, tiny things that make up for a truly immersive experience that we're all working towards. For Inside Star Citizen,
that would be great. Max, good question. He says, can or would we be able to land on those asteroids? Yeah. I mean, we can now. So I'm hoping that we can in the future with the updated asteroids. I'm pretty sure that we would be able to. Also, I would like to see asteroids large enough to where you could put outposts on them. Call me crazy. That's something in the way future machine. But for me, let's get Jared's face looking a little different here. Hold on a second.
I'm Jared Huckabee.
All right, there we go. That was too distracting. I don't know. Did they say mineable on those or not? That's the thing I'm confused about. Are those the static ones, like Ash was saying? They have no gravity, so landing will be a bit hard. But I think that you can still Puma. You know, that's me kind of speculating, but I would imagine they're large enough if you're aware enough and you're a decent pilot, you know, a good pilot, you should be able to land. It would be interesting to see what happens with physics. Like the physics, right? The grid with the object containers as you land on the asteroid would be interesting to see what happens. I mean, that should be something that should be tested. And also, I would like to see like asteroids large enough to where they are, you know, for instance, around Yala, you've got the asteroid belt with Grim Hex and everything, where they're stable enough where you could actually put an outpost on it. That would be kind of cool, man. I would totally dig that. Make your own Grim Hex, you know? That would be wonderful. I would totally be down with that, especially if it was like you could go into caves on an asteroid. Uh-oh, watch out. Watch out, my brain's in overtime. My brain is in overtime theory crafting mode. Watch out, I want caves on an asteroid and I want outposts on the asteroid so that I can go down in the caves, I can mine it, and I can mine it from the outside as well. What am I saying? What are we doing? What is happening with my brain? It's going overtime. Watch out. Watch out, everybody.
We'll see you all next week.
Man, I got to say it was too short. It was too short. I mean, it hit on that 11-minute sweet spot. We know we like the 11 to 15-minute range, but I need more. I needed more on that one. I'm getting spoiled. I'm getting spoiled with these. It wasn't as good as prior ones, but I will say I like the design. I love to see the crossbow. I love to see some of these other weapons. I love to watch delivery systems on the cutting tools, the tractor beams with Gray Cat. That was awesome. I would say that with this particular series, since there's a lot of people who are subscribing and the money from subscription money goes to this, call me crazy, but I'd like to see these a little longer. I'm gonna say I want these bumped up to like 20 minutes. I'm sorry, Jared. I'm sorry. I need more time with my fam. Like, I need more fun times with my fam. I need to like chill and talk more about the things that we've seen. It's something that I want to get 20 minutes. I want to get 20 minutes out of these. Like, if we could do that, I feel much better about my subscription money. I'm telling you, we had a talk about this. Who was it? It was Killian, wasn't it? Remember that? It was Killian, Ryu, also AKA Shock, Snow Fox, and who the hell else was there? We were talking about that. Remember Killian? And we were saying like how we really want these to be a little bit longer, how like, you know, we're happy to be subscribers. We're happy to like donate, and you know, the subscription money goes into the project, but we also want to see these become longer. And now that we've had such home run after home run, Jared has spoiled me. Jared has completely spoiled me. Like, I really want like 20 minutes. I want, more white box stuff. Absolutely. I want more details. I want Inside Star Citizen to be a little bit more, just a little bit more. Call me crazy. You know, again, Jared's been doing great this year. Like, really, Inside Star Citizen this year has been like bang, bang, bang. It has done what it's needed to do. But I just a little bit longer. Maybe a little bit less on the Star Citizen lives and a little bit more on the Inside Star Citizens. The Inside Star Citizens are more produced. I personally like watching the Inside Star Citizens. The Star Citizen lives are great. You get a lot of technical details. You get a lot of the technicalities of what's going on behind the scenes with the producers and the developers, the artists. You get to talk to them. I love it. I'm not dissing it. I love it. But I would like a little bit more put back into Inside Star Citizen. Even if it means taking away a little bit from Star Citizen Live, I kind of like a little bit more into Inside Star Citizen, primarily because I just like when something is more produced. I like more produced content. I would love more Tony Z. We all would love more Tony Z Eagle. We would all love more Tony Z. But like I would, and plus I would love to like have more time to chill with you guys. Like, I get so sad at the end of these. Like, Thursday is my favorite day with you guys. Like, I really look forward to Thursday every single week. Like, this is my favorite time to spend with you guys. And then, like, when it's the end, I'm just like, ugh. Like, I feel bad. Like, you know, I'm like, it was so good. It was so good. And now it's just like, I'm like, do I have to go back to the real world? Do I? I don't want to. I would love an economy presentation, dude. I would love it. Need a good scotch? What's up, Oz? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. By the way, thank you, Killian. Tonight, all of you leveled me with hype train goodness. If you guys missed it at the very beginning, you literally froze my body. My soul escaped through my ears. I went up. I talked to God. God is a man, a woman, and a duck combined. If you missed it, it was great fun. It's really a two-part Inside Star Citizen tonight. If you go back to the VODs, you will see the amazingness that happened tonight. There was so much hype. There was so much love. My body literally froze. And nobody knew what was going on. It was a journey. I had an epiphany, if you will, a revelation. God spoke to me in all three formats: man, woman, and duck. And when I came back, I imparted some wisdom. And I want to tell everybody tonight, thank you so much for all the love, all the support. You guys are here to have fun and have a good time and chill out, to get away from the bullshit. And I love you guys, because you don't come here preaching. You don't come here saying you're always right. You leave all the bullshit outside. You come in here, you chill out. It's the most loving you that you can be right here, right now. It's the most real person that you are right here, right now, chilling with me right now. And it's why Thursday's a blessed day. Thursday will always be a blessed day. I love you guys. And if you guys like chilling out with the fam, get into the Discord. I'm putting it right now. Boom. Get to know people. Talk. Like, you know, our community is very chill. Some people, they have an agenda. They'll click on the Discord link. They'll get in there. They'll be like, hi. And if nobody responds to them, they get all pissed off. They're like, why isn't anybody talking to me right now? Entertain me. But the people that do that miss out, because the people that chill, they stay. Somebody says hi. People get to talk. People get to know one another. And we've really developed this really great family. You can quack with people. You can quack with people. Eagle always tries to be right in the server, but we love him. We know him. Dutch is like, are you not entertained? He's bringing back 300 quotes, man. Is that from 300? Maybe that's not the right movie. I don't know. I will say this. Thank you guys for all the love. Gladiator. God damn it. I love Gladiator. One of the best movies ever. God damn it. That's a sin. That's a sin what I just did. 300. 300 is no Gladiator. 300 is a fun time, but it's no Gladiator. Anyway, if you guys like hanging out on Thursdays, go into the Discord. Sometimes we have DG in the mornings. We have like these morning podcasts where we all chill out. We talk about things that you guys like to talk about. People posting in the look at this DG area. They're showing me like futuristic shotguns to talk about. They're showing me SpaceX things to look at. Like lots of fun things that we look at together, that we watch together. We have a really good time. Get involved. Like, be a part of this. Have some fun, man. Like, tune out the bullshit. Come in, chill out, and have a lot of fun. What's up, Olin? How you doing, Thol? I think I'm gonna call him Thol. I like Thol. DG is 60 better than 300. All right, guys. I gotta go. But I got a lot to talk about. I always do. And I got even more to talk about. Thanks to you guys. Thank you, everybody, tonight for all the love, all that financial support. It goes right back to you. We are having a giveaway. Tumbril Cyclone MT on the channel. If you guys aren't there, head out to the YouTube channel. Go check it out. Very controversial, Elite Dangerous highlight where all I smelled was farts. It was a fart fiesta. You guys got to see that. You guys got to be a part of the fart fiesta. You don't know what that's about? Go to the YouTube channel. Go subscribe. Go check it out. You want to be part of a giveaway? Go check that out. $175. I'm going to try, Killian. I'm going to try, dude. Santa, have a good night, bro. $175 a giveaway prize goodness, man. We got like gamer coffee. We got merch. We got a $50 Amazon gift card. We got a Tumbril Cyclone. Fucking A. Fucking A. Don't want to go. I don't want to go. That's Christie's Gamer Coffee, yo. Shit is good. All right, everyone. I'm going to miss you. I will fucking miss the shit out of every one of you. Tell them. Tell them. We had 40 people. We had 40 plus people tonight. We continue to grow. Momentum continues to happen on the channel. It's going great, guys. It's going good. Pedal to the metal, motherfuckers. We're doing it. We're doing it.